Hey everybody, and welcome to the spirit aspect of September 11th of 2025 for the collective from Jack. As always with these, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Like, comment, share, follow, subscribe, get the word out there. If you feel like donating, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, or MetaPay. Link is in the description below, and if I forgot it or it isn't there, comment below. If you don't want to get a social media to do that, you can always comment below and we'll figure something out for your reading. We could do like a donation based if needed. Just discuss it with me. Or I can send my prices, whichever. But here we go. We have the reverse star for spirit. So this is showing a delay in a wish. A delay in manifesting. This card means not yet. There's still work to be done before you can gain your wish. Finding the root cause of things. Listlessness. Feeling restless. Insomnia. Ghostly apparitions, ghost figures. Dogs. Ghost dogs stick out as well. Seeing beyond the veil, mediumship abilities, darker empathic, darker telepathic practices are going to be affected. It also shows that you need to act on your wish. The wish is already there, you just need to act on it to get it to go faster. You need to speak up. You need to lead with authority and conviction. You need to speak with purpose and move with passion. You need to be able to find what you're lacking and find what you're missing within yourself. Because what you're missing has been within you all along for what you need. Looks like there's going to be hair triggers or feeling triggered by spirits. You may not see them, but you may feel like an anxiety peak or a depression spike or agitation or nervousness or paranoia. Those are all signs that guides may be around you. Cloudy vision, fogged mindset, cloudy intuition due to feelings being overwhelming. Let's see. A lack of transparency about what you want and what you're expecting can also be hindering progress. You may have blocked somebody or blocked a spirit guide or even barricaded yourself from hearing advice. You may be having some spiritual or soul boundaries within your energy field. So you may be holding too strict boundaries or too loose boundaries. Red lights stick out, so stop, reflect, think. Low-level sexual energies like succubi, incubi, energy vampires, siphons, sirens, hollows. I don't know if that's a proper term or not. Shinigamis stick out as well. Speaking to the star people for guidance and allowing yourself to hear things that you may not want to hear or that you still need to hear. Reverse star also is a sign to stop gaslighting yourself. It can also mean that people around you are dimming your light. It could also mean that the cloudiness of uncertainty and lack of communication with your spirit guides can be driving you downward into a spiral rather than upward. Ascension, awakening needs to happen about love and romance and relationships and partnerships, romantic and non-romantic relationships, partnerships of any kind, business endeavors, dispositions being made about your personality and how you appear to others. Making judgment calls is going to be very important as well. Writing it down, analyzing the notes, checking it 2-3 times before you speak. Listen to it 2-3 times. Read it over 2-3 times before you finalize your thoughts on it, before you finalize your full-on dedication. Writing dedications, writing out soul contracts, writing out anything that no longer suits you, completing certain science contracts, completing certain practices, sitting down and taking time to allow yourself to just let your mind wander. Auto draws, auto writing, mediumship to animals, channeling your anthropomorphic guides and beings. In fact, refusing to speak to your anthropomorphic guides or beings, or being afraid to speak to certain guides or beings because they're not human, can be impacting you. Whether they're animal, furniture, trees, cars, whatever the case may be. Basically, it's like you can watch Beauty and the Beast, but if that happened to you in real life, you'd be afraid for your life. Basically, kind of a deal. Being afraid for your life over things and believing that you are bound until death, or bound beyond death, can be affecting you. Like twin flames are bound beyond death. It's not till death do you part, because then death will part you. But it's one of those things of twin souls and are forever. Creation and destruction are hand in hand at times. But some believe that nothing is created nor destroyed. So just however you believe that. There's a lot of heavy decisions and big decisions that are impacting the energy. Polar signs, dual perspectives. So polar signs would be like Aquarius and Leo, or Virgo and Pisces. And just for a few examples, I don't want to go through the whole list. Intuition games, practicing being in two places at once, basically like writing down your meditation as it happens, because that puts you in the physical and the metaphysical at the same time. Between 5 p.m. on the 10th and 10 p.m. on the 11th, there's going to be a lot of left-handed tactics going on, a lot of occultist views, unconventional styles of things going on, metaphysically, spiritually, within and around you. The way I'm speaking, like staggered, is on purpose. It shows you what can happen when you are unprotected, or when you don't call on your spirit guides for guidance or for help. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Make sure that you get any big decisions in writing. Make sure you stick to the plan. Write down a list of what you want to accomplish, and then make sure to do one of those things within the first 2 hours of waking up. This way you know for a fact that something gets done. You have some motivation. You have everything listed. Nemesine records, Akashic records, retaining information, processing information, comprehension skills being tested. We have the page of needles reversed, finally, our page of potions reversed. So you are refusing to listen to a guide, or you may be asking for guidance but you're not getting the answer. It's possible that you are either due to bottling it up, or due to them having a muffled voice, or it could be due to your imprisoned mindset, or you being childish, or they view you as a child and they don't speak to children, or they're not very polite when it comes to children. Like Moloch wouldn't be polite when it comes to children, because children sacrifices is one of his things. Being overly sensitive to spiritual downloads and soul information can be a hindrance in your progress. Fine, you guys. You obviously want to put down. Okay. So, you need to completely listen. You need to be completely still. You need to completely be silent. You need to be completely free of distractions and busyness and toxicity within your mindset. And by that, I mean, like, protect yourself, and when you have a toxic thought, work through it rather than bottle it up. Right now, it looks like you need to reach a tipping point, or a tipping point has been reached, or has to be reached. It looks like it should be reached by the end of the month, or by the 20th to the 20th to the end of the month. It looks like the 16th through the end of the month as well have some spiritual lessons that you're going to learn. Your views on prison sentences and convictions and protection laws of children can be helpful and harmful depending on things. Refusing to use certain labels. Feeling that people are being childish, or that petty nonsense is going on. Leashes stick out, like child leashes stick out. It looks like not allowing your emotions to get the better of you would be wise. Emotional reactivity, hypersensitivity, and heavy hitting emotions are going to be running the show today. But it looks like a lack of trust, a lack of loyalty to yourself, a lack of dedication, a lack of commitment, avoiding sexual energies, avoiding talking about sex, avoiding emotional vulnerability, avoiding intimacy, averting the gaze of the divine feminine, being afraid of women, being afraid of taking advice and of those younger than you. Child prodigies stick out as well. Like, you're refusing to listen to people just because they're younger than you, or just because that you see them as emotionally immature. Refusing to learn emotional regulation and emotional balance because of the fact that you are free-spirited. Humanitarian views need to be understood. You need to think of the collective as well as yourself, because what you've been emotionally feeling has been rather selfish lately, even if you don't see it that way. It could be an unconscious thought or a subconscious thought that you're not quite aware of, or that you feel like you've overcome, but you just haven't yet. But that's what I get for September 11th of 2025 for the spirits energies. It's always with these, though. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Thanks for joining.